crazy. All right, let's do it. Fuck it.
Welcome to the Rugs to Riches show. Grab a drink and get comfortable. The live show is about to start.
What is going on,
Oh
everybody?
my
Welcome back to
God,
the show.
Please.
We had some technical difficulties. We had some
Oh,
bad internet
oh my
service, I
God,
guess.
bro. Man, everything. I literally, as the intro was going on, was talking to my kid because he's stuck in the woods at 8 o'clock in the night. Like, you really have to try hard to get his car stuck. Like, his car is pretty good. OMG.
What
Sorry,
does he have?
folks. My bad. He has a Toyota 4Runner.
Mm.
But I
So,
mean,
first of all, why was he out in the woods?
well, that's what they do. You know, they go out in the woods. That's what teenagers do. Sorry, folks. I mean, listen. Since I've been home at 4 o'clock, it has been a shit show. My fucking AC's not working. It went out last night or something. My fucking internet was off. So I called them. They're like, oh, it'll be back on at 5 o'clock. It literally came on, 10 minutes ago. And so we tried to log my computer in and then everything. Oh my God. Anyway, we're back. Let's go. Tell me what's new. What's up?
Oh, man. First of all, I know you've been gone for like 2 weeks out on a cruise. So I don't know if you know what's been going on in the world.
I really don't, to be honest with you. I heard something about an Elon joke on Twitter that crashed the market like $1 trillion.
Yeah, that was about 2 weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago.
Was it? But,
yeah, well, I didn't. Yeah. So he made a joke. Well, it wasn't really a joke. They were fighting, Trump and Elon. And he put out a tweet saying, you know why Donald Trump hasn't put out the Epstein list? It's because he's on it.
OMG. Come on.
And then saying all this other stuff, like Donald wouldn't have won it without him. And
yeah, well, that's probably true, to be honest with you. I mean, I'm sure he helped, but I'm sure he's not the only reason, for sure.
Yeah.
And yes, Dennis, I was very good at getting shit stuck. So Dennis and I have worked. Yeah, well, no, more on job sites. Dennis and I have worked together for a long time, and I think I got all of our vehicles stuck. What's fun? One of them was really funny. I remember we were on a job site, and they had just trenched, I think, for sanitary lines, and then they backfilled it, and then it rained, and I'm literally driving, and then the car just went like this. All 4 tires were sitting on the frame, like they weren't even touching anything. It was just crazy. I just like, it was funny. They had to come get a bulldozer to pull us out. That one was funny.
Luckily, they had a bulldozer there.
Yeah. Well, it was a construction site, but yeah, it was funny. But man, so what's new? We got the LP net started. That's going well, right?
Yeah, I actually got some stuff pulled up. I can take let me share my screen.
So sorry we were a little late today, folks. We're not gonna have a really long show. I'm just getting back and things are hectic, the first 2 days from vacation. And AG's family's been gone for about a week, so we're probably gonna run maybe 30 minutes and call it the day. I don't know if damn, that looks good though. Shit.
Yeah. So this is the chart. Look how far we've come from all-time high back when we first launched. Way the hell up here.
It's so funny because when we launched, we thought that was like I mean, it was the first 3 days was absolute mayhem. But to
Mhm.
look how small it is now, it's really kind of funny. And that's all thanks to the community, right? I mean, that goes to show when the market crashes. I know this chart looks like it's really zigzaggy, but that chart is really only zigzaggy because of Ethereum. Our the community isn't selling. So when people say, I actually talked to a brand new family member today who bought in today and was all like, "Hey, I've been looking at your chart, but man, every time I look at it, it's like it's all time high. Is this is it going to crash when I buy?" And I said, "Well, I can't guarantee anything, but we really haven't had any sellers. Even that big spike up. I don't even think was there sellers right there. There was
We have
no,
a few sellers right here, and we had a few
that's old
sellers.
news. Yeah, we had a couple sellers there, but it took us right back to trend line. So I mean,
Mhm.
I don't
this
know,
is
man,
when the market took off, anyways.
yeah, that was the Ethereum went from like 17 to 25 or 26. So we
Yeah.
got a big boost from there anyway. But wait until we take that next turn up, right? Because this is setting up our leg of our parabolic run here. Our elbow, we're in the crux.
Mhm.
So when we have that third line that goes about 45 and then we start going straight vertical, I mean, we're at 1 penny now. I mean, we'll be at what, 5 cents at that point? That's a 5x. So people that think they're late to the show, they're not. You know what I mean? And that's what I try to tell people. It really depends on the vision that you have and what your idea is. We try to design this as an alternative to your 401k or your retirement fund if you're not in the United States, and that requires
10,000 is $100.
What's what?
So 10,000 IRA is $100.
Yeah, that's crazy. that's so awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just going to keep going up, man. I mean, we have the full potential to be $1, right?
Oh,
and,
yeah.
Which seems crazy.
It's not about if we can be $1, it's about when.
Yeah, it's more like, I mean, it might be 10 years from now, but people that are thinking right now that for $100, I'm going to say this, they only get 10,000. All right. So just think about that. If somebody puts in $100 right now and basically forgets about it, and in 10 years they open up their wallet, they could have $10,000. That's mind blowing. It's mind blowing. And in that time frame, we're still gathering. I think the last time I looked, our locked burnt liquidity was at like 20%. That means the contract in 10 months has created 20% of the money that's in there that cannot be touched. That that locked burn liquidity can never be removed from Uniswap, right? So I know I've been rambling, but
no, you're good.
KR says 2 cents by 1 year anniversary. What do we have? About 6 weeks? Yeah, about 6 weeks. That's
it depends on the market.
Yeah,
we'll see what happens.
If Jeeth will stop cheating us.
Yeah. Well, so I don't know if you knew this or not, since you've been on vacation, but Israel decided to take matters in their own hands and start bombing Iran's nuclear facilities. So that happened Friday, and the markets took a dump, but they seem to be rebounding pretty well. So hopefully nothing else comes about.
That's crazy. Well, I saw that Donald Trump's company just got approved for Bitcoin reserve by the SEC. Did you see that?
I did not see that.
Yeah, so I guess his private company, or I guess it wouldn't be private because it's on the stock exchange, but it's DJT is the stock symbol. So I'm not 100% sure what it is. That just his businesses? Is that what it would be?
I haven't looked into it. He's got a crypto company called Sky Capital, maybe.
No.
I don't know.
World Liberty is his.
Yeah,
crypto
World
company.
Liberty. Yeah, yeah, that's
But,
his crypto company.
Hey, if we didn't say it, thanks for joining us, guys. Everybody, I'm gonna run through the list real quick. Hey, hey KR, hey Dennis, hey Antihero, Dennis Antihero. Hey Aaron, what's up? Dennis, yeah. If you guys are here, if I missed you, sorry. But if you're here watching, if you're watching on Twitter or you're watching on YouTube, say hi. I ain't seen you in a couple weeks.
Here's a zoomed in look at this chart. We've just been treading off this line.
Yeah.
Boom, rocketed off, came back down, touched it, and just been a slow grind up. I think we'll be all-time high maybe at the end of the week if nothing crazy happens in the world.
Hey, K Bowers said he saw Elon is buying or bought 50 billion XRP. Is that even possible? How much money does he have?
50 billion XRP. That's not true.
Yeah,
there's
that
only
can't be, 'cause that would be.
Yeah, I think there's only 50 billion in circulation.
Yeah, but 50 billion would also be like 120 million or 120 billion dollars. He doesn't have that much money, does he? What's XRP? XRP's at like 2. Yeah, XRP's at 225.
He did buy 50 billion because I think that's how much is in circulation.
Yeah, circulation is basically 60 billion. Yeah, so that's fake. That's fake news, K Bowers. Don't come on the show spreading some fake news. Maybe he bought $50 billion worth. That would still be half the supply. That would be almost impossible too. We love you, K Bowers. We love you.
So all right, so check this out. We got a DeFi IRA on CoinGecko, right? Look at this chart, 1 year chart, just looking marvelous. We're gonna scroll down here. This is the markets. We've got 25 new LPs on 3 different exchanges. 25. Yeah. Why are you looking so confused right now?
I was reading 2 things. Yeah, no. Did you freeze frame my face? That would have been bad. I was reading K Bowers stuff, but still 20. I didn't know that we had 25. That's pretty damn. That's awesome. 25. I didn't know we got that many.
And we're going to make 4 more?
KR, so win Aerodrome, you figure it out. Go start an IRA. Go start an IRA LP on Aerodrome. And then maybe Aerodrome will have the correct price of the damn token. But yeah, K Bauer still 50 billion worth of XRP would still be like half the supply. So it seems unlikely. That seems unlikely. Because doesn't the Federation or the Ripple Foundation they have a shit ton locked up, right?
Yeah, I think they have like 30 billion tokens or something like that.
Yeah, he probably did buy a shit ton. He might have bought $1 billion. That would still be $2.25 billion worth of XRP. That would still be probably the single largest holder besides Ripple. But
so we need to add all these up and see how much. I guess it adds it up for you right here. So we've had almost $4,000 in the last 24 hours in trading volume.
That's pretty good because that's a Forex, right? So before we launched the LPNet, we were on a good day without big sells or whatever. On a normal day of just buying $1,000 was pretty that was pretty kind of our standard. So that means we Forexed our volume. That means 4x more rewards every single day going to the holders, right? That's also creating more liquidity every single day, and that's burning tokens every single day. Don't forget about Project X. Project X launches in 2 weeks. Details will only be in main Telegram. So if you are not in our main Telegram and you're curious about Project X, which has nothing to do with Twitter, by the way, join our Telegram for details. we'll be releasing a major, like exactly what will we be doing probably a week prior. So get your dry powder ready for Project X. It has nothing to do with Twitter.
This is
Can you flip
Poly
your
and
screen?
IRA.
That's what?
This is Poly and IRA.
Oh, Paulie and IRA. Nice. It's a lot of movement, man.
That's what we're looking for.
Can you do our main pool, but then flip it to the ETH view? That's even a crazier view. Look at this thing.
Oh wow.
No, it's not as impressive as it used to be, I guess.
Yeah.
It's still pretty
that
damn
big
nice.
sell off, but then it's been grinding back up. We're pretty much right, almost back to where we were.
Yeah. K Bowers, anti-hero, said Elon offered to buy a shit ton of XRP, but didn't actually do it.
I did not hear about that. I did not hear about that. I've been watching the bombing raid going on in Iran and Israel. It's kind of crazy to see. I tell you what, Iran got its freaking teeth knocked in. So,
Yeah.
you haven't heard about it, so let me give you the rundown. So Donald Trump gave Iran 60 days to come to the negotiating table, and they just kept stringing them along. Nothing happened. They kept, going back and forth. So Friday was day 61, and they were scheduled to do a 6th round of talks on Sunday. So I guess Israel, they've got tons of spies everywhere, good intelligence. And they're like, okay, they're only like a month away from having their first nuclear warhead. So we got to take action now. So they had planned out for like over a year in advance. They built a drone base inside their country, like right next to their military base. So you remember, were you in the U.S.? Were you not on vacation when you heard about Iran? Not Iran, but Russia and Ukraine. How Ukraine bombed all their Russia's nuclear fleet. Nuclear
I didn't know
bomber
about
fleet.
that either.
Oh my
No.
God. Okay, let me backtrack.
All right.
So, like,
Hold on one second.
Who's calling you right now? We're live streaming. Oh, he muted us. What a Can you believe this, guys? He actually muted us.
Sorry, that was my kid giving me an update about him being stuck in the damn mud. So he said he got
didn't
out.
want us to hear. I wanted to hear
What's
what
that?
the hell. I said I wanted to hear your
No.
conversation. Is he
We
ripping
don't
the
need
fan?
to be. Nah, we don't need to be talking. You don't need to hear my kid talking.
Well,
So.
we wanted to hear you talking. You had the phone
It
up
was
to
all
your
good.
ear.
It
I
was all
couldn't.
good.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. So
All I said was, okay, I'm glad you're out. I love you. Bye.
okay.
No, some things you don't need to share on the internet.
All right. So Ukraine snuck in a whole bunch of drones on semi trucks, like just regular commercial semi trucks. Like, it didn't unmarked. Drove them like, I think it was like 1,900 miles to all their, like, 3 or 4 of their Air Force bases, where they house their nuclear bombers. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess they synchronized at the perfect time. They opened up the top of the semi trucks, and all these drones came out and just blew the shit out of all their nuclear bombers. Took out a third of their nuclear bombers.
How?
And this is
How?
like miles and miles and miles away from Ukraine.
How the fuck do you just get a semi 7 miles into Russia without Russia just shooting them because they don't know who they are?
They snuck them in. I don't know. Maybe they drove them around through Poland or whatever. They got them around. Took
That's
out,
so
dude.
crazy.
It was crazy, super crazy. So the whole like news, for the last week and a half, they're like, "Oh my gosh, this is crazy intelligence. They've been working on this forever." They had drones just set up at all these airfields, and they just came out. They got videos of it, blowing up all their nuclear bombers, and they're saying it's really set them back a long way because they stopped making those bombers, and they're like
Yep.
40 years old. So, um, that really put a hurt to them. Well, then like a week or two later, Ukraine comes out, or not Ukraine, but Israel comes out and says, "Okay, you guys, Iran, you're gonna blow us up. We don't like you. This is not safe for us." So they snuck in. They built like a base. They said it was like a military base, probably in a house, and they were making these drones or whatever. And then they sent them out on Friday, which is day 61. They were supposed to come up with an agreement within 60 days. They never did it. So they took actions. So they sent these drones out and took out all their air defenses with these drones, okay? Then they sent 200 fighter jets from Israel through Jordan, through Iraq, into Iran. And Iran had no idea that this was about to happen. Couldn't shoot them down because all the drones took out their air defenses, and they bombed the shit out of them. Blew up all their nuclear plants, took out like 6 of their top nuclear scientists, and then took out like, I think they said 27 of their high-ranking generals. Like, you have the supreme leader of Iran, and then it comes down to the 2 next military guys. Those guys are dead. It comes down to the next like 4. Those guys are dead. Like, really cut off the head of the snake, all within a couple hours of each other.
That's crazy.
And so Iran is like, I'm going to
Yeah, Ryan.
retaliate. Oh,
Yes. What do you mean it's stuck? You have to push the button in. Okay. Are you in neutral? Okay. Go up, put your truck in neutral. Push the button. Okay. All right. Hold on. Now, are you in 4 high or are you back in drive?
I'm back in 4 high.
Okay. Go. You need to back up a little bit. So put it in reverse. Back up a little bit. And then after that, then you can put it forward, and then you can start driving. And then when you take it out of 4 high into 4 or into 2 high, same thing. Put it in neutral, push the button, put it in the thing, back up a little bit, and then go forward. All right, thanks. All right, love you too. There you go. KR, this statement right here, that's the only thing men ever tell their kids, right? All they have to do is really push the button, and that's the success for the entire life. You got a girl, just push the button, right? You got a 4-wheel drive, just push the button, right? That's that's the only thing a dad ever needs to teach his son. Just push the button.
So Iran went to go retaliate the next night, and they sent some ballistic missiles over, and I think they sent 150. Okay, well, here's the thing: they can only send X amount of missiles at a time because they only have so many rocket launchers that'll actually shoot the missiles, and half of them got blown up. So they have other ones that were hidden somewhere that they didn't shoot down. Those things shoot off. Maybe, I think they said 7 out of 150 got through, and they're just bombing civilian places. But at the end of the day, they only have like maybe 1,000 ballistic missiles, and they can only shoot off like 100 at a time. And they have no air defenses whatsoever. So Israel's been doing nonstop bombing raids, taking out military installations. But they have this one nuclear plant that's buried in a mountain that they can't get to because it's too far down. And
So what they got to do? I got the perfect plan.
Okay, let's hear it.
What they need to do is they need to send in 2 planes, right? And they're going to go through this ravine. And then what they'll do is they'll go up a mountain, they'll roll, come over backwards, drop in, drop their missile, and will go through the little itty bitty air vent at the bottom of the thing, and then they'll pull out.
All right, Luke Skywalker.
Damn it! Somebody's already come up with that theory.
But yeah. So supposedly the only way they can blow that up is if the U.S. comes in with the B-2 bombers and uses the bunker buster, because that's the only bomb known to man that can blow it up, and we're the only ones that have that supposedly. But we'll see. You know, there's a lot of people are on the fence right now saying, should we, go ahead and enter and use the B-2 bombers and blow up that one base to prevent any type of situation in the future with nuclear warheads, or should we just stay out of it?
The answer is we should stay the fuck out of it. We need to concentrate on our shit. Stop trying to solve everybody else's shit. Come back and solve our shit.
Well, we're not doing anything right now other than helping shoot down missiles that are coming over. So I don't know. I'm in the camp of it's just one bomb, just fly over there. Hey, we'll help out. We'll blow up half the mountain, and then you guys can finish doing what you need to do.
Yeah,
that's where I'm at. Because we're not putting boots on the ground. We already got planes over there. Just drop one bomb. Help destroy the mountain. DoorDash some bad Taco Bell.
This is the phrase I'm on. I don't watch the news and I know nothing happened.
You watch the
there you
market,
go.
don't you?
I'm with Aaron. I'm with Aaron.
Listen,
no, I don't.
I didn't know anything happened until I got an alert on my phone that all my crypto was down 10% in the last hour. I'm like, what the hell happened?
That's why you have dry powder.
TV, and that happened. That's how I found out about it. I started watching it. Yeah. But yeah, no, I bought a little with some dry powder. I actually went in on some leverage trades with Phoenix. Yeah.
Why aren't you using
Flex?
Yeah.
Because Flex doesn't have what I'm trading.
I was gonna say it must be you don't. Yeah. There you go.
Yeah. I'm trading Hondo and Theta, Brett, and what was the other one?
I feel like they have Hondo. They definitely don't have Theta.
I thought they just have Bitcoin and Ethereum.
No, they added like 10 or 15 things right before I left.
Oh, okay. So I'm in Theta, Sui, Hondo, and Brett.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they have Hondo and Sui. I'm not sure about Brett. KR would know more. He's been killing it on.
Something must have just happened too, because everything's down right now from where it was before I got on the show.
All right, here, K Bowers has a question for you. I don't know the answer to that.
Did China really threaten 800 nukes targeted at America? What news station are you getting your info? You're saying China's threatening 800 nukes, and then you're saying Elon Musk is buying.
They even have 800 nukes.
I have not heard that, K Bowers. That seems a little outrageous. Why would they? They're trying to negotiate a trade deal. I don't think they would be threatening 800 nukes towards America. Yeah, that I don't know where you're getting that from. You're pulling that out of your ass, aren't you? I've not heard that. Uh, yeah, China's not threatening us with any nukes. That would be dumb. Dumb. So all we gotta do is put the tariffs up, and then they'll be rioting in the streets again in China because they don't have
All
anyone to
right.
buy their goods.
According to icanw.org, China only has 600 nuclear weapons. So they don't even have 800.
What'd you
And
say?
Iran doesn't
According to
have any.
eye candy?
It's icanw.
I can
.org.
W. I don't know. I don't know how many nukes they have. But I know they wouldn't be threatening the U.S. That's dumb.
Yeah.
We've got two destroyer groups out there by Taiwan.
Man, I'm ready for this bull run to really start going. Let's go. Let's go.
I know. I think we're about close to popping off. We will see.
I mean, you know what? In the end, when we talk about our token, it doesn't necessarily matter what the rest of the market's doing. I mean, ETH definitely has a draw, but now that we have 25 LPs, that's really going to balance our up and down a little bit too. You know, big thing is if we just keep draining the main ETH LP, because remember, we didn't take all the money out, right? We left the over half of the money in the main ETH wallet.
Yeah, $100,000 worth of ETH.
100,000 in ETH, yeah. And so as we start draining, now it should be technically easier to drain that LP because there's less IRA in it. We distributed all that IRA to the other pools. So as we drain it from the ETH pool, what?
I was going to say we're still in the process of making 4 more pools, which is going to be Cardano, Chainlink, and Sui. Those 3 will be coming on to Aerodrone, and of course another ETH pool on Aerodrone, so they can all trade off each other.
Yep. And then Project X.
Project X. Do you want to talk about it?
Nope. Telegram only. Telegram only.
Telegram only. Okay.
That's right.
Only hint is that it's going to benefit IRA.
Yep. It's a supporting token for IRA. A support token. We will talk about it on. Let me see the date. So July 4th is launch date. So we'll talk about it 7, 12, 13, the 14th.
14th.
Yep, July 14th. We will have a big reveal on this show.
Oh, you're talking about July 4th. So launch it July 4th. We'll talk about it July 14th.
Yep.
Okay. I was thinking you were wanting to talk about it before the launch.
Nope. You need to be a community member in main Telegram. So if you are a community member and you are not in main Telegram, well, it will be live July 4th. So you'll just have to find it. It'll be the one that goes vertical.
Well, do you have any questions? Anyone in the chat have any questions for us?
Yeah,
Any
we're
thoughts,
gonna wrap
concerns?
up. We probably are not playing poker. I think we only had 3 people. You said you're not going to play, right?
Yeah, I'm not playing though.
Yeah, let me go back and check. Yeah, we only had 3 people that said they wanted to play. So unless Dennis and Antihero, unless you want to do a 3-headed winner take all, let me know. But other than that, we will bring poker back next week. So it'll go vertical. Oh, I remembered it. All right, any questions? No? All right, cool.
All right, guys.
Thanks for holding on the fort. Hey, did you have a show 2 weeks ago?
I did.
You did? Were you by yourself or did you have any guests?
I was by myself and I talked for like an hour and a half.
By yourself for an hour and a half?
Yeah,
Shit.
and then I decided to take the next week off.
I'm gonna have to go. I'll watch that tomorrow then. I'll watch
It's
that
not.
tomorrow.
I don't know if it's any good or not. It's probably not.
Do we want to do a duck race for the people that are here? I'll pull it up real quick. I think we owe a duck race too, don't we? Do we owe a duck race for? I think
not know.
I think that the raffle. I think the raffle triggered the day I was leaving on vacation. All right, go through the list. Tell me who was here.
We got K Bowers, Dennis, KR, Anti-Hero. Am I going too fast?
Nope, go ahead.
Aaron. I think that is it. Oh, did I say Dennis? Yeah.
Yep. Did I not see Darshu on there?
No,
I
I
saw
don't see
Darsh.
Darsh.
right,
Darsh or
if anybody-
Darksuck?
If
Darsh
anybody
Suck.
is, no, it wasn't Darsuck. I didn't see it. I thought it was Darshu. If there's anybody else in the chat listening to us and wants to get into the duck race, say hi. You got about 30 seconds.
While you're pulling up, I'll run the intro.
All right. Anybody else say hi?
Nope, we're good to go. K
All
Bauer
right.
says his duck needs some caffeine.
All right. I was just making sure we didn't miss anybody here. Okay. All right. I got it. Let's see here. Present. Share screen. Duck race. Let's go. All right. What happens if we win? What do we do?
Oh, we're in it?
Yeah, I put Archar in.
Hell yeah.
Roll over. Roll over to
yeah.
next week. What are we racing for? 1,000 IRA?
1,000 RA? Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, look at. We do have the best looking duck. Just saying.
Why is it small? Okay, there we go. So we take us off the screen?
I don't know. I'm looking at the race screen.
All right, you're good. You're good. Let's go.
All right, guys.
R2R.
Good luck, everybody. We're racing 1,000 IRA. 1,000 IRA. Oh, look at us taking the lead.
Taking the lead.
Let's go. Hold me down. If we win, we'll roll it over to next week. Next week will be 2,000. Ah, Dennis is the My Little Pony duck. I love it. KR's naked again. Anti-Hero is naked again. That's
Aaron's
ironic.
got like a whole suit.
Uh-oh.
Oh, jeez. Look at us fall back.
We blew our load. Oh, K Bowers. Aaron. Oh, they're coming to come back.
We're
They're
coming
coming to
back.
come back. Oh, we just faked your asses out.
I didn't see that one coming.
That was the
There
first
goes
look
your-
at that.
That's the first time that it went from being in the lead to dropping all the way back to coming back to win.
That was awesome. Sorry, K Bowers, we snatched that from you. Aaron pulling up third place. I still think it's funny that KR and Anti-Hero are naked. Just saying. But all right, we will roll
That's
that over.
funny.
2,000 next week. Fixed race. K Bowers
All
almost
right,
had
guys.
it. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe next week.
Yeah, I'll check the raffle because I think we do. I think we owe a second chance raffle or second chance race for the raffle.
Mhm.
And remember, buy your raffle tickets, man. They're only $10. That gives you a 1 in 30 chance of winning a 25x on your money. So remember,
Hell yeah.
every ticket helps. Every ticket helps. Anyway,
Crypto
Thanks for
Flower
joining
just
us, guys.
got in here.
what's what? Look at you! What's up, K?
Oh,
What's up, Flyer? Sorry, we're
Just
wrapping
missed
it
the
up.
race.
But thanks for joining us, Flyer. Flyer, we just did a duck race. Next week, join us because we'll have a double. We'll do a $2,000 or 2,000 IRA race next week. So we'll double the prize pool next week.
Yep.
So.
All right, guys.
Cool.
Thanks for joining us.
All right. Thanks for joining us.
Goldwyn, thanks for coming back to America, coming back to dry land.
Thanks for holding it down. Community, appreciate your love. Thanks for still doing what we got to do. DCA, baby.
DCA.